Yeah. Please roll me up a J. Please roll me up a J. Trying to take it with my girl, make it home.
Welcome to SmokeBreak again. Episode 11, session 11. You know, I think we're all a little sleepy in here and also, you know, not too much in the mood because you fucking pieces of. Anyways, how was your week, baby?
My week was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Actually, I was sick. I was sick as hell.
I was a little down on the weather too.
I'm feeling better though.
Delvin?
It was a week.
It was it was a fantastic week.
It was all right.
It
was good.
depends.
Not
Well,
the best, not the worst.
Nobody asked me, but
How
you
was
know,
your
the
week,
week was
babe?
the week.
Yeah, how was your week, huh?
It was, you know, a work week. I lost my office. I got evicted from my office.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, cause, bro, you know, I've been there for what, almost 2 years, and I've moved 5 different times already.
Why?
I don't know. It's been from one office to the other, from the other to over here, from here to over there. Just trying to find, I guess, a comfortable way. I guess there was more people before, and now there's less. So, trying to make space for lunch room kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get into what we got to get into, right?
If your partner asks you to have a threesome with the same sex as you, would you do it?
Hell no. Hell no. Well, first of all, I don't want no nigga touching my girl or no nigga's dick inside of my girl. That's no. So there you go. No. For me, it's very easily a no for that shit.
Yeah, same here. That's a no. Like, what the hell? Why? Why
Just
would I
thinking
want that?
about
I'm
it.
not interested in that at all.
Thinking about it makes me mad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Fuck.
how it
But
is.
you
The
would
fuck
have
out my room.
you would have a threesome with your girl and another girl?
No. And I only say no because I know how girls are. Even if a girl gave you that permission, I think at the end of the day, there's this, you know, you're my man, you're my woman, and it's not to be shared. I guess that's just how I see it.
It could still bring problems,
Exactly.
even if someone says, like,
But you would be
You're cool
more
with it,
open
but-
to doing it with another girl rather than a man.
I mean, you
for
already
sure.
know that all men would jump into the 2-girl thing. Because I mean, dudes always feel like they can handle more than they can. Really, I feel like, you know, most dudes, once you hear a girl talking about it, I don't know if girls will be lying, but most girls are always like, he was whatever. So if you can't even barely satisfy one girl, what the hell you got business jumping into a place with 2 girls?
Mm.
I mean, the only way I see people, the only way I think that it's okay to have threesomes is if it's 3 people that are not really dating, and they're just some horny bastards like, hey, let's fuck, and then but then there's nothing expected of each other later on, like you're my girl, you're my man, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay,
if it
so
was
now
like
question.
what is it called? One night stand, but between 3 people.
Right.
That's
Well,
fine.
then, would you let it be 2 guys, 1 girl?
I cannot be.
no,
I cannot do it with another guy and a girl. No.
I'll feel like that's gay.
I don't
Like,
want to
nah,
look at a dick
yeah, me
while I'm
neither.
fucking a girl. I don't want to be. I don't want my toes to touch that nigga's toes by accident. I don't want none of that shit. I don't want to smell the breath of another man while I'm having intercourse. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
So you.
Wouldn't it be equivalent to, like, you know how you watch porn? It's
No,
kind of
we're
the
not-
same.
we're
You
not in the
watch
same
a
room.
guy do the
We're not in
girl.
the same room.
It's the same thing.
It's not. It's a POV, is what they call it.
Mm.
I don't know.
No, isn't
I don't
that-
think
isn't that
that's
what it's called?
POV is.
Yeah, point of view.
Well, that means the camera is like.
Well,
as
they
if
have
it
they
was
have
you.
they have
That's
stuff
POV.
like that, right, where you don't see the guy.
Right, that's POV.
Right, but then I guess let's call it role playing. That's what the other thing is. Most guys are gonna pretend that they're the ones doing that with the girl there, because that all they really want to see is the girl getting smashed. It's not like we're like, oh my god, we need to see this nigga doing it to this girl. Like, no. Yeah, it's not the same. You're not in the room with another dude naked with his dick hard. Nah. No, that's just crazy. I ain't with it. Not one bit.
Okay.
I think people don't think about the future. They might end up regretting that.
What that
Especially if
one
they
might
try to
say.
get into a serious relationship and you're actually going to be honest about things. Because I don't know how women feel about it, but men care about body count.
I feel like women care too. I mean, I feel like there's, if you start a relationship, if you want to know things, you ask the questions. If it's very important to you, if it's going to eat away at your brain. If some people are more mature and they know that, we're adults and shit happens, and as long as we're faithful to each other now, and when I ask you a question, you don't lie to me about it, then I feel like that's okay.
I don't want to go around be with the woman that every other man in the city or town, wherever, has been with, and when they say, "Oh,
that's why
I've been with her.
You seen those videos where it's like 10 guys with a balloon and a girl walks in and somebody's asking a question to that girl, so the question will be like, because I just saw this recently, and they asked the girl, "What do you do for a living?" She's like, "I'm a stripper." All the guys pop the balloon. That means that they pass. They pass on that. It's just what you're saying. Ain't nobody really, if you're seriously looking for a relationship, gonna want to date a stripper. Why? Bitch, you get naked in front of thousands of dudes a week. They touching you, and who knows what else you'll be doing. Of course, there's some people that are okay with it, but I just said in the beginning, if you're serious about a relationship, you're not gonna get into a relationship with a stripper.
Okay, now pause, because what if now, that same girl would have came out there, whatever. Oh, I'm in school for this and this and that, whatever the fuck.
And I'm a stripper.
She holds on to that one. She keeps that one in the chamber because I mean it's not for everybody to know. And at the end of the day, I don't want you to judge me off of something that I'm doing. If you know what I mean, if I'm doing it for a certain thing, bitches go to.
So while you're gonna hide it, you're gonna hide from me that you're a stripper.
I'm gonna withhold information until I feel I am good and ready to tell you.
All right, and once I find out that you are a stripper 3, 4, 5 months later, you're just making it worse because you're going to make me angry the fact that I spent all that time with you and now you're letting me know that you were a stripper, and I'll be like, nah, get the hell out of my face with that shit.
No,
it's
not also
forgotten
3-4
what
months.
you did all that time.
Bro, if you could let me talk and finish my damn sentence, you wouldn't have to feel the way you're feeling right now. God damn it, before I forget.
You clearly just said you're going to withhold from me that you were a stripper.
Okay.
What am I waiting for you to finish?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck. Okay, let's say this girl passes the look test for you. She has this career going. She's in school, whatever the fuck. You decide to go on a second date with her. Now, you haven't slept with this woman yet, but you're on a second date with her. The date is going well. And then you're like, okay, other than school, what you been doing? I was dancing to work my way through school. That is now a personal conversation that I am willing to open up and talk to you about. And from there, you can then make the decision. Okay, she danced to pay her way through school, because not all these bitches are out here sucking and fucking. Okay, on these strippers. I mean, I don't know.
You change the word stripper to dance. That's what they do. That's the clever thing for them to like talk. I'm a dancer. Is what I do. I'm a dancer. No, you're not. You're a fucking stripper. You're getting naked in front of dudes. Dudes are slapping your ass, putting money on you. You're a stripper. You're not a dancer.
And at the end of the day, I go home
I've been to strip clubs. I've been to strip clubs, and there's girls that don't know how to dance, and they're strippers.
Okay, so
they're not dancers. Is what I'm getting at. They're strippers.
Regardless, they're getting on stage and they're moving their body, and you're paying them to do it. Whatever word you want to call it, that's up to you.
At the end of the day, like I said, once I find out, it's gonna have to be over with.
Yeah, like that second day, even though you're like, damn, she's cool, you know, she's pretty, she's smart,
You
she's
could be my friend.
you know what I mean? You could be my friend and we could fuck type.
Oh, nah. Nah. We just talked about serious relationship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I guess
Right.
so.
That's what I said. A serious relationship. And you already started by hiding something from me in a serious relationship.
But did I really hide it?
Yeah.
I don't know because you just asked me what did I
do you do for a living? Being a student is not doing for a living. You cannot live off being a student. You're paying to be a student. We're talking about what you do, what makes money for you to pay.
Okay, what if I had
rent.
just graduated and
Oh,
now I
this
don't
and that
dance
and
no
this and the
more?
third. Oh, you just you're changing. You're how they say moving the posts.
At the end of the day, that girl in that video, because I know the video that you're talking about, she was proud to be a stripper and dance and do whatever the fuck
That's
that
fine.
she's doing. So her having that attitude is obviously not going to make a man want to be with her, I feel like.
But I wonder, because a lot of things, media isn't necessarily, people aren't how they really feel a lot of times. So is she really proud, or does she later go
Put on
home
her face.
and she's upset about everything that happened and she's
Well,
depressed
you're
and crying?
humiliating yourself now because you know that this was being recorded and going to be posted on social media, and a lot of people see them balloon popping videos. You went out there and you wanted to act like that, showing the whole world that that's what you are, and then you're going to go get mad behind closed doors? Absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, and most strippers that I met, even if they're planning something for their future, they ratchet as fuck.
But that's what I'm kind of saying.
And
Like
that's another loss.
women, I feel like they just do things like, oh, it's my right. I can do whatever I want. And
Which they
all
have that right.
Yeah, they do. But then they're upset when a guy doesn't like that, is not into
Or
that.
doesn't
It's
respect
like,
them the way they would respect the woman.
yeah,
that shows
like,
her
okay,
respect
that's
for
your
herself.
decision. You can do that.
And it's
But
also
don't
your
expect
decision
everyone
to, feel that way.
accept it.
Right,
you know?
right. I get that.
I mean, it's just like you said. There is men that are okay with their women being a stripper. There's married strippers. There's men that are okay with their women being porn stars. There's married porn stars. But when I'm talking about me. And no, I'm not good with it. I wouldn't be okay with it. Especially not fucking. I don't even understand how porn stars get married. Like that shit's crazy to me. Because you're talking about
They
you're gonna
usually
get
marry
married.
other porn stars.
Yeah. You're gonna get married, but you're still gonna go fucking other dudes. Like that's crazy. Now, if you're gonna do porn, and let's say you're just gonna fuck your husband, now it's a little different. Still, man.
It's harder to find someone, but you still find someone.
I mean, anybody could find someone from what I've seen in the world. Anybody could.
There's
find
always someone for everyone.
Yeah.
You know what? Confidence goes a long way.
That's true.
That's the truth. Like you could be one ugly motherfucking ass nigga, and if you have some confidence on you, man, I tell you, there's a chance that you could pull yourself a 10, especially if you got, some cash in your pocket. You need that though. You for
Well,
sure
that
need the
becomes
cash in the
different.
pocket. You need the cash in the pocket,
Especially in Miami.
especially in Miami. Shit.
But that becomes different because now you don't know if it's true love that this person is liking you for, or if it's just your money. Especially because if you're ugly, and you know you're ugly.
But then that also brings back the point where you were talking about body counts, and a guy. Girls have this thing, the girl math thing. Oh, if a guy hit it but he has a small dick, they could not count that one as a
What?
as
No,
a no
hell
hit.
no,
I've
you
seen
can
this.
count
I'm telling you, I've seen it. Girls saying he has a small dick, he ain't hit. It ain't count. Or I didn't really like him. It ain't count. He ain't make me come. It ain't count. A nigga, no matter what, it counts. Oh, I busted. It counts. like Future said, you on my list. You know what I mean? Like a guy, the body counts. Girls
using condoms counts
That's why
too?
you hear all the time guys saying how when a girl says their body count, you should multiply by 3, because y'all be subtracting shit from y'all shit.
Do body counts count when you use the condom?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What?
Of course they count. I'm telling you, it counts. As we count it. If this thing go like that, and they come, that's a count.
How about if it doesn't go
Has that
in?
ever happened to you?
What?
A dude that came right after
What?
he just went in.
Does that really happen?
It's happened
happens.
where
I'm sure it happens.
I was with this.
There've been too
You
many
asking me
movies.
a question?
There's been too many movies showing that situation.
Yeah, but I
have to
I
believe.
think, oh, that's fake. No, that doesn't happen.
Nah, bro. Some people could. I feel like you could get
Jeez.
super excited.
Crazy.
Well, I was making out with this guy one time, and we were in his car. We were fully clothed. What?
He came before he even
Oh
took
yeah,
his pants off.
before the took his pants off. We were just kissing.
You see that? How old was he?
That's American Pie, right?
Nah, he was older. He was like 18, 19 maybe.
Oh damn. Yeah. See, I was thinking it was like a 15-year-old that couldn't
Nah.
control himself. He was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get there." And he bust before he even. Hey, that's embarrassing, bro. That one don't count.
Well, I know that one don't count. What the fuck?
Well, the guy could be like, "She made me come." It counts.
That shit don't count. Not for me. I
that
didn't even
doesn't
touch
count.
it.
It don't count. It don't.
That
count.
doesn't count on
And
any
you were
side.
kissing that guy good.
Well,
Sheesh. Beat that nigga's ass.
oh my god, so funny.
That's crazy. That's never happened to me.
Well, that's good because I was embarrassed for that guy.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like-
embarrassing.
I'm sure he was embarrassed for himself, wasn't he?
Yes, he
all
was.
you did was kiss.
All we did was kiss. I mean, we wasn't even. I wasn't even planning on having sex. I mean, we were literally in the car. We were just hanging out, you know. And
That dude was excited.
yeah, it happened quick too,
Weak.
fast.
Weak.
I was like, what? I had never seen nothing like that in my life.
Oh god.
I never heard of anything like that in my life, other than the movies.
Well, I had never seen it until it happened to me. I mean, one thing is when
Oh,
you're
man.
already doing it and you're like 2 strokes, 3 strokes in, and you're like, yo, I gotta stop. I mean, I feel like that's happened to a lot of women and a lot of men as well. Where
What do you
right,
mean?
as soon as you stick it in, and then you give it like a pump or two, and then you feel like you're gonna come.
I come when I'm sleeping. That has happened to me.
What?
I had like I
Well,
was
wet
having
dream.
sex, in a dream.
Okay, yeah, that
and I
happens.
came.
That happens to men.
I woke up and I had that shit in my underwear. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, man, I fucking hate this shit.
Yeah, that happens. That happens to men.
It happened to me. I think it's happened to me more than once, actually.
That's
So
crazy.
good that I
Really?
sleep
That's
with,
it?
Good that I sleep with underwear. Wait a minute.
That's happened to me a bunch.
But that's what I'm saying. More than once, more than
That's
twice.
so
I'm
funny.
sure too. More than twice, I'm sure too. Because it's that I know the one time for sure that I remember, I was fucking humping the shit out of the bed. Oh yeah, I was sleep there,
Nah,
just
I
and that's what made me come. Like all that freaking friction.
That is so funny.
That shit's crazy.
That happens more when you're younger.
Wait, women don't have wet dreams? Like having an orgasm, you wake up and having an orgasm because you were dreaming something?
Well, it takes a lot for me to have an orgasm.
We got it good.
So I mean, there's been times where I had dreams where I'm having a dream where I'm having sex, but am I like waking up like convulsing? Like no.
Yeah. I know some women that have like orgasms easily too though.
Those are the lucky
Like-
ones.
For real.
Cause what?
It's because it's so funny because when it's, for a man, we just need the in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, right? Friction.
Woman, I gotta be in
There's
there.
girls that
fucking-
need penetration. There's girls that need rub. There's girls that need both. There's girls that don't want neither. So it's like
I'm dead.
it's pretty complicated when it comes to the girls. For coming.
Girls that gotta have
Not for
some
guys.
risk involved in it.
Girls that need a little good twist, a good dance. You got to dance salsa with a dick in there,
I'm dead.
Oh
kind
my
of shit.
God.
No, for real, for real. It's facts, not fiction.
Mm.
Also, Kendrick Lamar is performing at the Super Bowl, so now I got to watch the Super Bowl. I wasn't even thinking about
That's a
watching the
good
Super
one
Bowl this
for the
year,
Super
but
Bowl.
for sure, I'm gonna be there. Do you think he's gonna perform the diss tracks?
I feel like he got to.
You think he's gonna perform Not Like Us?
I mean,
I mean,
there's a
Not Like
long
Us
time
is-
till then. So.
By the way, damn, there's something I had to say because the Billboards came out with supposedly the songs of the summer, and guess what? Not Like Us is not the song of the summer.
What?
Yeah, no, everybody was like, "What the fuck?
What
That's
was it?
ridiculous." A song that I never even heard. Post Malone and
Post Malone has a new song.
Post Malone and another country racist ass singer there. I forgot his name now. But I know he racist because he got caught on camera saying the word nigga, but with the ER, right? And people just like to tend to forget about when people do this type of things, but I don't like to forget. So I know. And now that guy has a song of the summer, a song that I never even heard this whole year, right? But of course, the Billboard's gonna award the white guy. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But I can't wait for the Super Bowl. That's all I know. And hopefully, we hear Not Like Us or Euphoria or something. Yo, I was just telling my girl, I wonder how Drake is feeling right now after that announcement. Did you see it?
It's punching the air.
Not only did Kendrick made the announcement on his Instagram, right? With like a little commercial type of thing. But he also threw a jab at Drake there because Drake has a Finsta, fake Instagram, where he's posting all his 100 gigs that he released. And there he also posted a video of, I don't know if it was Ben Wallace or Rasheed Wallace, saying that they were going to win Game 2. This is back in 1993 or something like that when they were playing in the NBA Finals. And they said, we're going to win Game 2. So that was like a reference to him saying that he's going back at Kendrick and he's going to win the second round or whatever. Kendrick in the commercial said, there is no second rounds in the championship fight. Like, so basically saying, like, that's it, bro. You lost. Like, get over it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Drake is, like you said, punching the air right now. Hey, can't wait for that Super Bowl.
Halftime.
Well, that more the halftime than anything else. Yeah, I don't even know who's gonna be at the Super Bowl. Don't really care because the Giants are one of the worst teams in the league, and that's who I root for. So there's that. There's that.
How the turntable. Never mind. Do you think our technology improves our lives or destroys them?
Me, okay, I'll go first. I'm gonna say a little bit of both, but I'm gonna say I'm leaning more towards that it has helped us on our daily lives. I need fucking Google Maps for every fucking thing. I can't rely on the signs because I don't know none of that shit. My phone, it's constantly in my hands. My baby needs to watch TV. I mean, like, what else? I mean, we watch our TV, our shows at night. I mean, we got to watch that because what the fuck are we gonna do? That's why people had 5 million kids back in the day. I ain't trying to. Hell no.
Well, I agree with what you're saying, but the thing that I do see with technology is that it kind of, changes a lot quickly, and the changes, some of the changes it brought, because when you talk technology, you got to bring up Wi-Fi, and then you got to bring up internet.
Necessary.
You got to bring up social media, because without technology, there is none of those things, right?
Right.
So then that also goes into that also, the thing where people now think, freedom of speech means that they could just be on your page calling you just because they feel it's freedom of speech and they can say whatever they want. You know what I mean? You
can't see them. You don't know who it is.
Right. But that's the thing. Then when people get caught and you get fired for being, an intolerant bastard.
A Karen.
Or a Karen or a Ken. And you get fired, and they're like, "Oh, but that's freedom of speech," and that's what people don't understand. See, at the end, that brings into the whole thing where freedom of speech does not mean that there's not going to be a consequence.
Right.
Well, that's with any other law or whatever the hell it's called.
Liberty.
With everything they say this. We have freedom. We don't got no fucking freedom. We can't do everything that we want to do. Without repercussions.
Well, you cannot do bad things. You cannot go out there and start killing people just because they say you got freedom to do what you want to do. Because, I mean, what the fuck? You're killing people. You can't go out there and rape. I mean, freedom meaning like you could get a job wherever it's possible for you to get a job.
Unless you don't qualify.
If you have, wherever it's possible.
Right, which is not freedom.
Thing is, people forget the context of it. when,
I
for
mean,
example,
we're getting off technology, but it means it's,
freedom of speech was meant for like freedom to speak against your government and stuff like that, not to like attack other people
insult and
or
cause hate
have hate
speech.
crime, hate speech, stuff like that. Right to bear arms. I can't say 100% what was meant by it, but it seems like it was mainly to bear arms, like against the government. If there's a dictator trying to take over or something like that, you have the right to bear
Overthrow.
arms. Yeah, against the government.
Mm.
To fight, I guess, for your freedom. But
That can't happen. People won't do that here, I feel like.
I mean, but
I mean, the
that's how
capital
it
thing that
became.
happened. What
that
was it
was-
now? How many years ago is this now?
How many
The
people
what?
did that?
The January 6th thing.
yeah, but that
But that was people.
I guess if
that
it
was
was
people-
successful, it
that
was
was people
them.
trying to do a what they
But
call
how
a coup,
many
was
people
a
did
coup,
that?
the tower or whatever, where they trying to overthrow the government. That's what that was. That was an attempt at that.
Right.
But what I'm
But
saying is
without arms, though, like they didn't have. There was no
that
shooting or
they
anything.
didn't have an army, they didn't have people, they didn't have all the means to be able to
But
do
it's like
that.
a militia. It's not about.
Well, the
having an
reason they
army,
didn't
it's-
have the backup is because they were Trump supporters. They were fucking idiots.
lunatics.
They were psychopaths. There were stands, fanatics, people that don't think clearly. And so that's why it was those people and not the whole military and a whole bunch. Because imagine now if it's something where they're saying, oh, everybody has to stay in their houses past 5 o'clock. What do you think is going to happen? There for sure, that's going to have a major backing of the whole country talking about, bro, what you mean we can't get out of our house at 5 o'clock? That would be a major difference than a whole bunch of racists that are mad that Trump lost.
They did try to do that during COVID, put a curfew
Yeah.
on people.
But
And,
that wasn't like a permanent thing. It was.
yeah.
and it was
no,
for a
but it
reason.
was a thing, and it was
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, that was more for health purposes, though.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
to protect people, not to control.
Still didn't abide by that
people didn't-
rule.
I mean, people weren't even wearing masks in places that were supposed to wear masks.
That's
You have
true.
people mad that they had to wear masks and they would not wear it. And then when you tell them something, you have people coming and coughing on you, fake coughing on you. Bro, we have all this shit going on.
Oh, there's people that got in
after
trouble for that.
2020 may show how crazy all these fucking righty, whatever you want to call it, people were, because those were the ones that had the biggest issue with having to wear a mask, with having to get checked at a hospital, with being careful with the fact that other people have some kind of illness and they cannot get sick. Like people don't. It's just they don't think about other people. It's basically what happens with most Republicans. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. They don't even care about other Republicans. They care about other Republicans because other Republicans are crazy just like them, and they are basically defending the same shit that they want to defend. We went off left field from technology here, but
Yeah.
fuck you.
I don't know. Okay, so you want to take it back to technology?
So technology is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's good because it's advanced things with, let's say, health. I'm sure doctors have things that they could have never dreamed of having back in the 50s or 60s. Engineers, freaking even at my job, work, people now is with laptops, not notebooks and shit like that. Everything's kept in file on a computer. But then you also have AI, which is also technology. And that's another, I feel, negative thing of technology.
Yeah, when
It
it's
goes both ways too. I think it helps me. Like ChatGPT helps me
Yeah,
with work.
ChatGPT is helpful, but it also makes, I feel, humans lazy and we use our brains way less. And I feel like that's why I feel like there's a lot more stupid people on Earth now than they were when I,
don't
was
know,
younger.
because I feel like you kind of have to know still what. I see what you mean, but you
Bro,
still have to.
anybody that was born in 2000, let's say, knows how to type in a computer. Hey, type in your sentence talking about how good this job is. There it is. It's done for you. Now you don't have to think about it. The computer is doing the thinking for you.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like when technology starts to take over jobs and things that can be financially helpful towards people, that's when things are gonna start getting real and shit's gonna
But
get
imagine a world where the technology is so advanced that humans don't have to work and everything is done by technology.
Okay, and how do we
Wall-E.
pay for that shit?
Wall-E. Go watch Wall-E.
No, like you could get so advanced that the technology is creating itself, and maintaining itself.
That's
So
what I said. Go watch
robots,
Wall-E.
building robots, maintaining robots,
That's what
doing
Wall-E
all the
is.
farming, all the things, and then everything's there for the people. Nobody has
But that's
to
what Wall-E is what I'm saying.
toil.
Is a
I got
robot that was left on Earth to clean up and recycle. Then they send another robot to see if Earth is possible for you to live in, while everybody's up in space, fat as fuck, 500 pounds or more, because they're not doing anything anymore. And you have robots cleaning the floor. You got robots making the food. You got robots moving them because everybody is incapable of walking, so they're sitting on a shit moving because a robot's moving them. That's what I show you.
I think
What-
technology.
Well, it's like to depend on technology mostly.
Yeah, it's a problem and a blessing. I would
It's
say like
good to have. It's just everything needs is what's the word, balance, right?
right, but like I'm thinking like a clock. There's a clock right there. Like I don't know why you have a clock, but I remember having to use an alarm clock to get up to go to work. Now like
That's
it's right there on my phone. Like I don't have to worry about that. I have Alexa who like turns on the lights automatically for me so that it's easier for me to wake up, you know? It starts
Lazy nigga shit.
dim and then brightening and then I'm like, okay, you know, there's some light. Like it's easier for me to get up. It makes some things easier, you know? But then
The smart home.
yeah, that makes things easier. But then there are the problems like social media, I think has made us less
Empathetic.
sociable in person. Like it keeps us inside the house more, which could also
There's-
have its benefit because
Yeah, I was
you're
gonna say, there's
safer at
nothing wrong with that.
home. But it's good for people to go out, get some exercise, walk, see other things, see nature. You know, I feel like
It also,
technology takes away from that.
social media also shows how much people don't give a fuck about anything. It's like, you know, the whole thing about, let's say, for example, some tragic thing happens in a country and everybody's like, oh, pray for this country. But then 10 minutes later, you're posting a post of you drinking at a club or some shit. Like, it don't feel, it's not authentic. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
People. A lot of people are just on social media, you know, for attention, right? Or to push their own product. Is what it's become really now.
I have a question. Because, okay, let's say that person that posted whatever, free, whatever the fuck, or help this, whatever the fuck. What the hell is that one person going to do to go help or free or whatever the case may be that he's posting? Absolutely nothing. I care. Now, here's the rest of my life.
Well, I'm the guy that I've told you this before. You're not gonna be seeing me. My grandparents dying in the hospital, and I'm gonna record a video like, "Oh look at my grandfather dying," and then I'm gonna post it on Instagram talking about my grandfather's dying. Please pray for me. Da da da. That's what I'm
Man.
getting at. To me, you're seeking attention that does not need to be given to you.
And something could be happening to someone and people start recording instead of like
Yeah.
helping them and stuff.
And
Like,
post
come
it.
on, bro.
And then they post it. Or then you have, and this is another thing like people are doing, as you see, social media is fucking disgusting. It's like when somebody takes a picture with a famous person that's, let's say, going through, and they're like, oh my God, I'm your number one fan. They take the picture with them and they post it on Instagram talking shit about that person. Like, oh,
really?
I found this pedophile or I found this guy in this and so. Why the fuck were you chasing out them to take a picture
PDF
for?
file.
Yeah, but why are you chasing after the person to take a picture for if you afterwards you're going to be talking shit? It's just like when you catch these niggas in basketball games, let's say talking mad shit to Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook or LeBron James, and when they come up to you, you're like, oh yeah, can I get an autograph? Let me take a picture, bro. You fake as fuck. And that's what social media has done, because it's just it makes people braver on the other side of the screen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you were to be confronted, now I mean, because so many people, we already seen this, we see it every week. Somebody does some crazy ass shit on social media, and now we got people like that catch people doing shit, and they look for you so they could know your name and everybody know who the fuck you are and you could suffer for what the fuck you did.
I would say that's kind of
And
like
then
a
when they-
positive too, though.
Oh yeah, it's a positive.
A positive because like
Oh, I like those. I like the
Yeah.
people on Instagram that are searching for the people that are doing some fucked up shit on cameras. Because you deserve to be caught.
and like these racist people that get exposed and then
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
I
I
like
don't
it.
care. Like
No,
whatever,
yeah, and then
they're-
no, we love that. We love those people. Bro, it's just like the one that you showed me of the guy just asking people to sign up to register to vote. He went to he's a black guy asking. And
nah, he was asking for signature to lower
but-
attorney fees.
I thought it was
That's
to
what it
register
was.
to vote. Whatever. He was asking for signature.
They had to be
for
a
something.
registered voter to sign because they
oh,
wanted
okay.
it on a ballot. But
Okay,
yeah.
well, he asked a white guy, and the white guy told him, "Bro, I'm not signing." And he was like, "Okay." And then the white guy told him, "But we have a tree back there where we
A
hang
hanging
people
tree.
like you, right?" Now this man's upset because you're like out of nowhere decided to be racist towards him, talking
and
about that you
all
can get
the
hanged.
white people.
and then everybody there was
against-
ganging up on him
Yeah.
instead of actually defending him. So
No
it was
way.
basically that's basically one of those, what do they call it, sundown towns probably, where you're a black guy get caught at night down there, you're gonna get lynched, you know. And that was pretty crazy. So the fact then is that one of the guys that I'm talking about, I think his Instagram is called Danish or something like that. He like his thing is to look for people that are doing fucked up shit on
Oh,
Instagram.
Danish.
Guy
Yeah, I know
or
who
whatever
you-
guy,
yeah.
yeah. And he's the one that found these people, and the people were had a shirt from a bar around there because I saw the whole video, and the bar then came out with a comment saying that those people were not part of their bar, that they didn't work, that they didn't know who they were. Turns out that the people were actually the landlords of the building that the fire whatever place rents, so they did know them, and they were just lying.
Yeah. So then the whole internet was against them.
Oh
Putting
yeah,
bad
and not only
reviews.
that, the people that were running the event there, August whatever they called it, they saying that they're thinking about not doing the event there anymore, and supposedly that's one of the events that brings the most revenue to that small town, Virginia City, Nevada.
Yeah.
So basically, you racist motherfuckers are fucking with other people's money now.
In the past, you wouldn't have known about that. Like, it would have just
That's another good thing about technology.
That's what I'm trying to
yeah,
say.
Yeah, that you now you record when these people are doing
police
all this fucked up
officers,
shit,
police abuse too. Like
getting
you
caught
know?
too. Yeah, turning off their
So that's a
chest
good
cams
thing.
and all this other shit.
So technology goes both ways. I feel like.
Yeah,
But
it has its good and its bad. I mean, just like I said, like everything, you just have to have balance.
I feel like it's made people more aware. Like it kind of connects people at the same time. I feel like it puts a wall between people, but like it also connects people like globally, and you start
Yeah.
finding out about other people's
As
struggles.
soon as you get on
and-
Instagram, you know what the hell's going on in India, in Japan, in here, in there. You know
Yeah.
what's going on everywhere. As soon as you get on Instagram.
That's facts. If you want to know, you'll know.
Yeah.
That's one thing I was saying also on the text. Nowadays, people are stupid or misinformed or uninformed by choice. Because if you really want to learn something, everybody has this little computer in their hands, or a computer at home, or some kind of way of doing research. But people rather listen to other people's things and just go with that.
and just go with that.
Yeah.
Like people, they'll see something and they'll start posting it like, oh, this is terrible
Right,
or
like, I
whatever,
can't
without
believe
doing
this shit.
additional research, looking at reliable sources and stuff like that. No, they just go with the first thing they see, and then turns out it's not true or
I mean, that's
out
like
of context. and-
that's
yeah.
just like the thing with the Olympic boxer. There was there's a girl,
There
and
you go.
somebody came with information saying that she was a guy, or she didn't, or she has some kind of guy hormone in her, or whatever the fuck.
But
the
then
case
everyone
may
was like,
be.
oh, it's
Oh,
trans.
she's a man that turned into a woman. And right away is what everybody says, especially Trump, Musk, and the Harry Potter writer. And now they're gonna get sued by this person because of that shit.
JK.
See, basically, that's basically what it is. People hear from one person, and they're so offended by it that they right away just, boom, go trash talk that person right off the bat
Yep.
instead of actually searching that shit, you know?
Yeah. So that's a negative there. There's a lot of misinformation online. And
Oh,
people aren't smart enough to.
Man, the internet, don't forget, the internet don't forget nothing. You know, it's so funny because it's like when you post something, let's say on YouTube or Instagram or something, and it goes out there and then you delete it. That shit, somebody still probably already got it.
Right.
So it's always gonna be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Name one movie you think should have a sequel or that shouldn't have a sequel.
Me first. The Little Mermaid. Don't hate me. That
What
shit
about The
just-
Little Mermaid?
I should not have no part 2. It should have had no remake, no nothing. The first one is fine, perfect, wonderful as it is, and it does not need to be touched, remixed, remastered, nothing. That should have stayed the way it is. I mean, I didn't like the new one that they just dropped out. Didn't like it. I didn't like The Little Mermaid 2. Didn't like none of that shit.
Disney is known for doing that with their older movies though, like that Lion King, even
That's
I
the
think
one I was gonna bring
Lilo
up.
and
The Lion King.
Stitch, and even I think Cinderella have part 2s, and those were not even movies that were released in movie theaters. The first parts of all those movies were released in movie theaters. Then all the other ones were released straight DVD, how it was back then, or now streaming.
You know
'Cause
what?
The Cinderella, that one, the Mermaid Part 2, the cartoon one we're talking about, that did not go to the movie theaters.
Yeah, I would say my favorite Disney movie is The Lion King. I do not care for the sequels at all, but the live action one is alright. I like it.
Yeah, it was alright.
Shit, if we're talking about Disney movies, my favorite movie is a Pixar Disney movie, not a Disney movie.
What, Ratatouille?
I love Ratatouille,
Up.
Up,
Oh,
Monsters
Up is good.
Inc., and like I mentioned
Yeah.
earlier, Wall-E. Those are great movies.
Yeah, those are good. I
Inside Out is a good movie too.
Yeah, we haven't seen the
I
second
think
one
this.
though.
I think when it comes to Disney, Pixar is the one that really makes the good movies.
Yeah, but
Even
the
though I
Lion,
gotta give them, you gotta give Disney Moana, because that's not Pixar, and that Moana is a good one, and so is Coco. But
I like
Coco is Pixar.
What is Sing?
Sing is DreamWorks.
I like Sing a lot.
DreamWorks actually is
I don't even know what
a
singing.
big-
And I like Sing
a
better than
big
I like
competition
Sing 2.
to Disney and Pixar, because DreamWorks has Sing, has Trolls, has Shrek,
Trolls
has
is another
Despicable
good one.
Me, has Minions. So they got Kung Fu Panda. They got big titles.
They should have stopped at 1 and they should have kept it.
Oh, talking about other movies that don't
Kung Fu
did not need
Panda is
sequel.
one of them.
They should have never made a part 4 to Toy Story. There's another part 5 coming out.
What
man.
about the Matrix?
Oh, bro. Bro? That last Matrix, I made it in my mind to think that it doesn't exist. That it was never made, and it ended in part 3. But even part 3 of the Matrix is not good. But then they came with this 4, and they really fucked it all up. Then you have Jeepers Creepers. They should have stayed with part 2 if what they were gonna be doing was all these low budget ass bullshit that they did. Because there's Jeepers Creepers Reborn, which is basically like a
They have more than
remake.
3.
There's 4. They have
Oh,
like a
wow.
remake of part 1, and now they have a part 4, which is really part 3, which is continuation after part 1.
I think
Not
I
part
just
2.
seen part 1
I have
and
to
2.
rewatch
maybe.
that.
But you're not gonna want. I'm just letting you know. Don't waste your time on neither one of the Jeepers Creepers that are not 1 and 2.
I think those are the only ones I've seen.
Yeah, the other ones suck. They are terrible, horrendous.
Which is the one where they're like on a bus?
That's part,
Part
2.
2.
That's 2. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that one.
And then also,
That one I think is the best one. If I'm being real.
see a movie that deserves a sequel, Monsters Inc. And they gave it a sequel, but it was a prequel, and I didn't like that.
I liked the prequel.
I don't even remember that.
It was when they're in college.
That's because it wasn't the
And what
greatest.
what about Toy Story?
Oh man, they made a part 3. They made a part 4 and they made a part 5. They should have kept those. The part 4 I saw, and that Forky thing made me not want to watch the rest.
Yeah, I
of the
didn't like
movie.
Forky.
All right, he was annoying as fuck.
Even though they were so hyped on him, that whole like year of that
Oh, yeah, they
movie
were
came
trying to
out,
sell that
there was Forky
shit. They were trying to market
everywhere.
Forky like a motherfucker.
With Toy Story, I would have been fine if they just kept it at 1.
One.
No, they were part 2 and 3 were
No,
really good.
it's
Especially
good,
3.
but-
3 is a good movie, but they should just.
Which
left it
one
at
was
that.
3 where Buzz is
That's
like
the
the
one-
falsa one? The
No, that's
Spanish
the one when they end up in the daycare and they were gonna get burned in the incinerator and then
I
they
feel
escape.
like most movies shouldn't go past the trilogy. Like just keep it at 3.
Yeah,
Most of them.
yeah. No, I agree.
You know, like Star Wars. Okay, Star Wars is good. You know,
Ooh,
Yeah, Star Wars.
what
good.
you don't like the new ones? I think they're all good.
I
Star
like
Wars.
them.
I think Star Wars is a real overrated
I think they're all good.
series of movies. The real good movie from Star Wars is Rogue One.
That's
After
good.
that, all the other ones are mid.
Yeah, they're not.
Every-
They're not like amazing.
Every
but
single one of them. One, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, 5, and 6 are all mid.
Nah, I like them.
nah, they're good.
Acting is not good in those movies.
Lord of
I
the
don't give a
Rings.
damn what
Lord
anybody
of the
tells
Rings
me.
is
Lord of
fire.
the Rings is good. Even though Lord of the Rings Part 3, I kind of hate a little bit just because of how they ended it with all that little no dialogue and music, and they're all looking
Yeah,
stupid.
that was
like-
kind of weird. Yeah.
Damn,
Everybody made
I don't
fun of that.
remember that part.
I hated that so
Frodo's
fucking
like-
much.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then, the thing about Lord of the Rings is I honestly would love a remake of all of the Lord of the Rings, so it could be darker, just like Ring of Powers is. Because a Ring of Powers is way darker, in my opinion, than the movies. And if they were to remake the movies and made them like more of a horror feel, I'm so in there.
Yeah.
I'm so in there. But I love the Lord of the Rings.
That's-
1, 2, and 3. Hobbit. That's all. There, it's alright.
Hobbits is
Hobbit.
cool too.
Hobbit also has 3 parts. Do you remember all 3? No,
Wasn't
because
there
it's
one
not-
where there
it's
was
not
like
that
a
great.
dragon?
Yeah, that's
and-
part 2,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think, with the dragon.
Yeah, I don't remember all of them, but I'm not very good at remembering.
I'm trying to think,
details, so-
what movie should they have made that needs a sequel? I'm trying to think of a
That's-
movie that needs a sequel.
Okay, I know. I have one.
Which one?
You're probably not gonna agree, but I love it. Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, brother.
I think should have had a sequel.
Oh, brother.
What are they gonna do in the damn sequel?
I mean,
know.
I could,
It's
I could, I could see it, but also I feel like it was smart of them not to touch it because it made the movie more classic. Than
Yeah, they
what
could have messed it
than
up.
what
though,
it could
for
have
real.
been, than what it is, or in my opinion, really.
They could have messed it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a funny movie.
Yeah.
Delvin, oh man, Delvin,
I love that movie.
was obsessed.
I don't know how many
man,
times I
Delvin
saw
was
it.
obsessed with that movie. There was a point that this guy was going to a friend's house almost every week to watch that movie.
Yeah, we will watch it over and over and over.
That's
I'm
so
like, bro,
funny.
you guys are tripping. This movie's not
And
even
I
that
still
good.
laugh at it.
That movie, my favorite thing of that movie is probably one thing that most people don't even think is that funny, and what's a character that never says anything.
Oh man, what?
He's just
That's
there like-
hilarious.
that's all he does.
The blonde guy, the boyfriend of
the bully.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
funny.
not the bully.
no,
He's
the
a
bully. No,
bully.
he
No,
is a
the
bully because
bully-
he's making fun of
The
Napoleon.
boyfriend.
For doing,
but he
you know,
doesn't.
things.
Not like physically. The one that's like
That's
a bully. That's like that is another guy.
That's
The one
true.
that kicks his.
This
tots
guy
and
is an
stuff.
older guy that
That's a
just
different
sits
one.
back and is always cracking up at the stupidity Napoleon does.
Yeah, when the girls did the dance or whatever, he was like,
Yeah. And it sucked.
That's
The dance
hilarious.
Sucked. He was the only one that was cheering for them.
and then when Napoleon danced, he's like,
He's like, she's like, that's no good.
and then when people erupt, he's like, what?
That's the
That was
only
funny.
reason I watched that movie again.
Yeah, that guy's funny. The bully is just annoying. The bully guy.
That's funny though when he kicks the taters. The kid kicks his
Bully,
pants
let
with
me
the
get some of
taters.
your
already.
tots.
Should have put on
I'm
the other
freaking
side.
starving.
Should have put on the other side.
Tell me about to go home and watch it.
Probably. What are you gonna do today, Napoleon?
Is that the only movie for you that deserves a sequel?
I mean, that's the one that came to mind. I don't know. I'm sure there are other ones, but that's the one that came to mind now.
Shit. I would say they should have given Inception a sequel.
That movie was so fucking confusing to fucking begin with.
I love that
I
movie.
hated that
That's
movie.
a good movie.
It's
I
not
love
for
that
me.
movie. And I would love the sequel. So
It
they
was
could answer
boring.
us if he got stuck or not.
But I think that was part of the whole thing. Like,
I know. And that's the thing. That's
The
that's
cliffhanger.
what this guy likes to do. I forget Christopher Nolan.
Chris Nolan, yeah.
Yeah, who also did Oppenheimer. Who also did
I like
like
The
Oppenheimer.
Dark Knight Rises and The Dark Knight and Batman Begins and
Oh, I haven't seen the most recent one still.
what? The Batman?
Yeah.
Oh, but that's not Christopher Nolan.
No, I know, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's good.
I
And
don't
they're
think I
they're already planning on the sequel for it. So
Okay.
actually, matter of fact, on Max, a Penguin show is coming out
Yeah.
based on the Penguin from the movie. And once the show is over, that's when they're supposedly bringing part
I don't
2
know.
of the Batman.
I wonder if it's gonna be anything like Loki, because I started watching that and
Loki.
dropped it like after 3 episodes.
How would it be like Loki?
No, I'm saying like for me, like
You didn't like the Loki show?
I was enjoying it, but I don't know. I just after a couple of episodes, I just
didn't
didn't
watch
keep
that.
watching it.
Yeah, we did. We watched Loki.
I don't recall.
We didn't watch. Yeah, we did. We did watch. We did watch. Well,
I think Mandalorian could have kept
What
going.
we didn't watch was
I liked Mandalorian.
Acolyte. I think is what it's called. We watched like 3 episodes and then we stopped. And then I found out that Disney canceled it, so they're not bringing any more seasons of that.
Okay, so a show that didn't keep going that I loved, Punisher.
Yes.
Punisher. The one
All
with
of
the
them.
Punisher. The one with
Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. They canceled them and I liked them
Punisher
all.
was the
Iron Fist was garbage.
I liked it.
The acting in that show was terrible. Jessica Jones was okay.
I liked Jessica
Luke
Jones.
Cage.
I liked Luke Cage too.
Luke Cage needed a little better writing, in my opinion. or
Daredevil,
something
I liked too.
More. I don't know what it was about Luke Cage. It was very mild, and then
The thing is, the rights got sold, so then Netflix couldn't keep going. It was something like that.
Well, it's because Marvel is owned by Disney, and
Right.
Disney was not gonna let
That's what it
Netflix
was.
keep making shows with their shit.
Yeah,
That's
but
basically it.
damn, bro, that was good.
Because
Punisher.
Disney supposedly bringing back Daredevil.
Are they bringing back
He was
Punisher?
he was even in the movie. And what movie was it that he was in recently that we saw? Was it The Stranger, Doctor Strange? No. Damn, he was in a movie recently that we saw. Came out a couple times in that movie. I don't remember. But the point is that that was done with. And wait, so there's no more Mandalorian coming?
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
Damn, that's crazy.
I
They
think
ended
that
it
was
so
the end.
weird. Didn't they end it weird?
Yeah, I thought so. I didn't know it had ended, but I think someone told me it did.
And then Boba Fett, I thought they probably would have done more, but they left that there too.
Yeah.
I guess the probably Disney's noticing that people are already done with all the Star Wars shit,
Nah, but the Mandalorian was doing good, and people
Yeah, but it's
loved
not there no more.
Grogu.
and then they brought out Acolyte, and it was canceled.
What about
Then they had
Andor?
Andor apparently people did not care for.
We liked it.
It was okay, but apparently it's not gonna come back either. So I'm guessing that all this Star Wars stuff is just not doing the numbers that Disney was hoping it would do. I mean, it's the same thing that's happening with Marvel. Marvel's last few movies have been trash. Now the people are saying that the Deadpool and Wolverine movie saved Marvel, and they're gonna be able to continue with their shit.
So I just looked it up. Apparently, there's a movie that they're working on for the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
A movie.
I don't know.
That's cool.
I don't know if there is gonna be another season, but it looks like they're working on a movie.
No, there's probably not gonna be another season. What I'm waiting for now, since he's off of that, is the new. When the fuck are they gonna bring out another season of The Last of Us? Are they planning on doing it?
Mm,
Like, what the hell? I
I'm
haven't
sure
heard
they
shit about
will,
it. I haven't
but-
heard anything about it.
they need to.
Yeah.
Well,
But there are other stuff that ended before that hasn't come yet.
like,
What that has to do with Pedro Pascal?
Didn't Euphoria like
bro, is that you know what? That's things are just not hitting how they used to. We're talking about food. We're talking about fucking TV, movies, music. Nothing is hitting the same no more. And now, not only that, when there's shows that are good, these motherfuckers are taking 2 whole years to bring them back again. We had to wait mad long for House of Dragon for them to come back and just give us a 8-episode trailer of what's gonna happen for season 3.
With nothing that happened in between. No
Nothing.
war, no this, no fighting.
Stranger Things, I feel like it's been 5 years since I last saw the last
Yeah.
season, and
Well-
they still working on the new and last one.
I think it was because of the writer's strike.
Whatever.
It delayed a lot of things.
Then-
but like it's been a long
But it's
time.
been longer now than the strike.
I'm
'cause
waiting
the
for
strike been
Handmaid's
ended. The strike's
Tale
been
too.
ended.
You saying the Handmaid's
I
Tale?
watched it and I fell off of it
No, I
after
don't know
season
what that
2.
Oh, I like it.
I fell off of it after season 2. Then there's what's the one that we watch on Apple TV? Not Reverence. What's it called?
Severance.
Severance.
It looks like there is.
Severance is already
my
have
bad.
I think 2 years of no new season. Like, what the hell? And then when they come out talking about, oh, we're finally recording the new season, it'll come out next year. We're like, what the fuck? So you're telling me we have to wait 3 whole years for a new season for something? Because that's House of the Dragon did it. Severance is doing it. Who's another one that we have to accuse of this? Somebody else.
The Ring of Power. How long did
Ring
they
of
take?
Powers.
They took forever. I feel like
I don't feel like that took so long.
It took a while.
it took a long time.
But it looks like The Mandalorian is gonna have a season 4.
I need to go.
That's what.
And then
That's
look
what
at
I'm
that.
seeing
That's
out of
also like how long ago was it that The Mandalorian ended?
Oof, I can't tell you when
When
we
was
watched
it?
that.
20.
Whatever. All I
Yeah,
know
I'm not
is,
sure.
hey, shut down McDonald's, shut down BK, shut down Taco Bell,
Not you.
What?
shut
Nah,
down
bro.
KFC, shut down.
No, why?
I like Taco Bell. I vote for Taco.
Checkers, Sonics, all the motherfucking
Checkers, you can. Yeah.
disgusting restaurants that they
And
don't even know
Sonic?
what to do anymore
What?
to
What?
make their food taste.
Man.
Bro, all I know is back in the 1990s, McDonald's did not taste the way it tastes now. Burger King did not taste the
I
way
mean,
it tastes
in
now.
other countries, it doesn't
KFC
taste like
did
it
not
tastes.
taste the way it tastes now. We're not in another country. So I'm not talking about other
Right.
country because I'm here. If I could teleport to another country, then we could talk about the other country. But we cannot because we're here and we're stuck here. All right. So McDonald's.
Maybe
fuck
your
you.
taste buds changed.
KFC, fuck you. Burger King, fuck you. Taco Bell, fuck you. All of
Yes,
you nasty motherfuckers.
I do say that his taste buds have
Yeah,
changed.
that happens.
He
to our taste
has
buds.
gotten bougie with his taste buds. He likes to eat bougie food. He has expensive taste in what he eats, and it can't just be any damn thing anymore. I don't know what it was or when it hit him. Now he's too good for fucking
I mean,
anything.
I feel like the older I've gotten, the less I like fast food. But
Yeah.
And
I'm not complaining about it. I like.
I might
But
not,
it's
I might
also
not
tastes
look it.
different.
I might not look it, but I'd rather not eat
don't know.
anything than eat something I don't want to eat. That's the way it really is for me.
And that he
this
is.
point now.
That he does do.
Like I could go a whole day party without eating if I'm not gonna eat what I want to eat.
Nah, hell no, I gotta eat something.
No, I'm that serious. Like, just things don't taste the same. And then people dropping music, it don't sound the same. You guys are not hungry.
There's an oversaturation of music.
Well, but
It's too
like,
much.
look, for example, before we go, because we're gonna end soon now. Big Sean dropped an album. You heard it?
No,
I didn't
don't-
care
I don't
for
listen
it.
to
Well,
Big
you
Sean.
guys, okay. Well, but Big Sean had some good music before, and this album is really boring. It's like I had to force myself to finish it
It's very skippable.
twice. Then there's this Doechii, which she has that song with Isaiah Rashad. Damn, that we really like so much.
Yes.
Well, she did that album that she has now. That's
I don't
really
hate
good.
it.
I
what
like the
what
album.
I've heard was okay.
I like the album. Smoke Dizza also dropped a nice little album there
Some of his songs are skippable there
for you.
for me.
Yeah.
I do like a couple of them.
Yeah, I don't listen to as much rap as you guys, but yeah.
Well, I try to find new artists to listen to because I like to listen to music, and honestly, most of the dudes that I do be listening to now either are boring or like Kendrick, they don't drop music often no more. So it's like Wiz Khalifa dropping is not good anymore. Currency dropping is recycled music now. He's over and over again the same thing. And Drake is just out here trying a new formula. I don't know what the fuck he's going on about. But anyway, we're gonna leave it there. Session 11, episode 11. Might have some changes coming up to the show soon. Anything else you guys want to say before we go? I know you guys never have anything to say to these sucker ass people.
Nope, I'm good.
They ain't got nothing to say to us.
Anyway, if you enjoy, why am I gonna tell you leave a comment if you're not even gonna leave no comment? But like, subscribe,
Leave them
do
comments.
all that good shit. Peace. I mean, we be asking people be watching. I mean, there's some views, so we ask comments. Hey, what do you want to hear about? And you motherfuckers don't say shit. I ask comments. Hey, tell us if you like what you heard, what we spoke about. You motherfuckers don't say shit. Like, is it that hard to write a little comment on there? Like, let a nigga know, like, you stupid motherfuckers. No, I'm dead serious. Anywho, what you got going on, bitch ass niggas?
All right, I got one question we can start with.
Yeah.
So,
Tell them that I had a medley. I did. Although my flow was far from heavenly. But shit, I grew up young with hella needs. The weed I was smoking, that shit had hella seeds. No lie. Shit, I ain't mean to do them.